You know, they have to be afraid of something. For Democrats to even consider not participating in the select hearings on Benghazi, something that Dems could easily say happened 2 years ago on the other side of the globe that affected just 4 people, a hearing that would overshadow the ongoing Obamacare debacle that affects the health and pocketbook of literally millions of Americans today, tells me that the Democrats have something to hide. Now, the Democrats could, if there were indeed nothing to Benghazi, trumpet, "We told you there's nothing there." Hearings, in fact, would obscure the Democrats' biggest vulnerability in 2014, Obamacare, the issue that has brought Obama his lowest approval ratings. So if the Dems can muddy up the waters of Obamacare disaster with something they say is a non-issue, why would they object? What do they have to lose? It's a win-win for them. And for any of you out there thinking like Nancy Pelosi,
the fact is this is a stunt. This is a political stunt. That's what this is. We've been there, done this over and over again.
We've done this over and over again, Nancy. But why? Maybe we need to get some straight answers instead of the cameos of politicians pontificating from their perches, allowing the witnesses to filibuster. Why? To continue to ask questions until they get a damn answer. Now, Trey Gowdy is a seasoned prosecutor who will get answers, who will get facts, and will get justice for those families. But what I want to know, did the president give the cross-border authority order to send in reinforcements to save Americans under attack? Not just the 4 who lost their lives, but the countless more on the ground in Benghazi for more than 8 hours. Did the president even go into the Situation Room? It was just 8 weeks before a tight election. Were the president's political operatives, Valerie Jarrett and David Axelrod, in the Situation Room? Now, we know that Greg Hicks, the highest-ranking person on the ground in Libya after the ambassador, spoke to Hillary that night, and he said he had gotten word that Chris Stevens was in an Ansar al-Sharia hospital, possibly as a hostage. So why weren't the emergency forces that we know were mobilized not sent? Who gave the stand-down order? Now, Libya was a U.S.-backed government since the ouster of Gaddafi. Why couldn't F-16s do a flyover to disperse the crowd? And no FBI for 3 weeks because it wasn't safe? Really? And to Hillary, you're the telephone champion.
It's 3 a.m. and your children are safe and asleep. Who do you want answering the phone?
I'm Hillary Clinton, and I approve this message.
So, Hillary, why were you on the phone with the president of Tunisia that night? No Americans were dying in Tunisia. And even before that, why did you continue to downgrade the security for our ambassador while he and his staff were asking repeatedly for more security? All the while, the CIA telling you that al-Qaeda-affiliated training camps, at least 10 of them, surrounded Benghazi. And Hillary, why didn't you go on those Sunday morning talk shows? Too busy racking up those frequent flyer miles? And why tell the dead men's parents, Hillary, that you'd get the guy who did the video that you were so quick to blame? And even more revealing, 36 hours before Ben Rhodes' email linking the White House to the fake video narrative and directing that Obama's policy not be blamed, you, Hillary, said almost the exact same thing. And will someone please tell me why the CIA was even in Benghazi and our ambassador after everyone had left? Were they there to facilitate the flow of our leftover weapons through Turkey to the al-Qaeda-affiliated Syrian rebels? And why did everyone lie? Jay Carney, Mike Morrell, Susan Rice, Panetta Dempsey. And by the way, talking of Jay Carney, has this guy ever not told a lie at a press conference? I mean, this man should be indicted just for showing up, because you know his intent is to lie. So why was everyone promoted who participated in the conspiracy? And no one fired or even demoted, other than, of course, Greg Hicks, the one eyewitness on the ground begging for help. And Hillary, might you be the one who made up the video narrative? After all, Ben Rhodes in his email parroted exactly what you had said 36 hours earlier. But why would you do that? Because you had to come up with a story. It was under your watch that minimum safety standards weren't met, that security was downgraded repeatedly, that no help was sent, that the lie was fabricated, and that the morale of our military was decimated and our respect on the world stage demolished. Now, I don't know the answers to any of those questions. And Hillary, it may not make a difference to you, but it does to the rest of us. All Americans need answers, not just Republicans, not just Democrats. And the 4 Americans who lost their lives deserve nothing less.